Hi, welcome back to another Cooking with Mrs. Hale. We're going to make another one of my childhood favorites. It has 4 total ingredients. Doesn't actually require any cooking at all, just some assembly. So I grew up eating Pap-pap snacks. So we called my mom's dad, my maternal grandfather, Pap-pap, and that's the name of the snacks came from him. You just need 4 simple things. You need some really yummy buttery crackers. I don't know why, but my grandparents used to buy Townhouse crackers instead of the Ritz. So I made sure that I got the Townhouse crackers. They're the ones that are shaped like an egg. They're oval instead of round. I don't know why, but they make the Pap-pap snacks taste better. So we need Townhouse crackers. You need a dill pickle. So when I was a little girl, I would go to the deli with my Pap-pap, and there would be barrels of the dill pickles. Most of the time, they would come out of the big barrels, and then we would go to the little deli, and they'd be in a jar up on top of the meat counter. But I didn't have that. I had to buy it in a plastic package. But I have 1 dill pickle in here. You need some beef bologna, and you want to get the really good all beef bologna. And then you need Colby Jack cheese. So those are your 4 ingredients. So we're going to start by opening our dill pickle. We have to slice that up. Oh, might drip. Okay, I'm going to put that down in the sink so if it tips over, it makes the mess in the sink. You just want to make some nice thin slices of dill pickle. It's entirely up to you. I don't like my pickle to be very thick because it will overpower your meat and cheese. And if you get your dill pickle slices a little bit too thin, later on down the road, you can just decide to put 2 slices of dill pickle instead of 1. When you're using a knife, you have to be very careful not to cut yourself. So one of the ways that I do that is I kind of use my knuckle as my guide for how to place my knife. So I don't have my finger down here. That's a no-no. That's not what you want to do. I hold my finger up flat like this, and I use my knuckle to guide my knife. And as I'm getting down here closer to the end, I have to be very careful. And it's okay if I don't get to the very, very end. I might just leave that chunk and snack on that later. Okay, so I'm going to transfer my pickles to my bowl. I'm so excited about these Pap-pap snacks. I haven't had Pap-pap snacks for a really long time. So I've got my pickle component ready to go. Yep. Oh, that's a good dill pickle. Another really important thing when you're cooking, you have to remember to clean as you go. So I'm going to go ahead and wipe the juice off the counter. I'm also going to clean my knife real quick. If I had a damp towel, I could use that, but I just use a little paper towel in that instance. I know that over the next couple days, Mr. Hale and I will eat up all this bologna for Pap-pap snacks. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to cut it for that purpose. And I'm going to just go ahead and cut it right down the middle. And now to make sure I get it stacked correctly, just every so few pieces down through here, I'm going to give it another cut like that. And I'm going to start stacking my bologna up on my plate. Okay? We don't have to have a whole bunch ready to do a couple tastings. I'm going to get out some of my cheese. Now, have you ever noticed that sometimes when you get cheese from the store, it comes separated by papers? That's just so that the cheese doesn't stick together. But that's the case today. We're going to take our minute and peel the paper away. Otherwise, we're not going to be very happy when it goes time to crunch down on our Pap-pap snack and we've got paper in the way. That would be no fun. And now, see how I'm using my knife safely just by putting my hand on the top of it? I'm going to do the same thing like this. There we go. Our cheese is prepped and ready to go. Okay. Just need to get some crackers out here on a plate. I'm about ready to taste some of these Pap-pap snacks. So when we were little, we lived about 2 to 3 hours, depending on the weather, from our grandparents. And when we got in the car to travel down to see them, we knew that most times we could look forward to Pap-pap snacks being ready for us when we got there as a nice little treat to enjoy when we arrived. So my brother Craig and I, we would get up at the counter, and my granny had something called a breadboard. It was kind of like a drawer, and it pulled right out, but it was just like a cutting board. And we would sit right up there, we'd pour our glasses of milk, and we would have our Pap-pap snacks. So let's assemble one and taste it. So I like to have some of the bologna, and if I can order it from the deli, I get thick sliced bologna. These are a little bit thinner slices, so I'm gonna put 2 pieces of bologna. The cheese is already nice and thick, and then 1 slice of that dill pickle. And I'm going to go ahead and give it a taste. I like open-faced. You could put another layer on top if you wanted. My brother Craig used to like to build double-decker ones. My mouth isn't that big, so I have a hard time getting around them. Let's give it a taste. Yep. It's so good. I love the creaminess of the cheese, but that dill pickle with the crunch and that little zesty bit from the dill is so yummy. I hope you enjoy making Pap-pap snacks. Thanks for joining me.